Hi, Wizards! My name is Zamy Baumüller. I'm from Monterrey, Mexico.
I'm great. How are you?
Thank you for your time today. How are you
Monterrey. I love
feeling?
Monterrey. I've been there. It's a great place.
Do you like the mountains? It's the
I
city of
do.
mountains.
I do. You said Monterrey, Mexico, right?
Yes.
Okay, you didn't say New Mexico because I was like, I don't hear any
No, no,
accent
no.
whatsoever.
Latino, Mexico.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I hear no accent at all. But
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm kind of Texan as well, Tex-Mex, but
you're
I guess
right
that's,
there,
yeah.
right? You're close. Yeah, you're right on the border
Yeah,
there.
we're like 3 hours away from Texas. Yeah. So the Wizards are back. We're all so excited. So if you could rate from 1 to 10, how should the audience be excited about the show? What number would that be?
10.
100.
100. Okay, I love
I
that.
think, yeah, I think the original fans are really gonna be happy with what we've done in this continuation, and I think new fans are gonna be able to fall in love with the Russos for the first time.
I mean, I'm sure everyone's gonna love it and feel the nostalgia. I couldn't help but notice that Billy is a little rebel, just like Alex was in the original show. Milo and Roman remind me a lot of Justin and Max with the back and forth and their personalities. So that being said, how would you describe the way that the shows connect in a unique way?
Yeah, I mean, when I got the role of Milo, I watched the whole show in like a month. I just binge watched it, and I wasn't really sure what Milo was. Was he super athletic? Was he not so smart? Was he smart? Was he not? Was he athletic? I mean, I wasn't really. I was kind of on the fence about my character, and seeing the show, I kind of based it a little on Max. I felt like Milo would be kind of like his uncle Max, and also with David Henry's help of how to pronounce my jokes and what the to put the character onto them, and just my own little ideas and thoughts into it, and that's how I kind of made Milo. And so the old show was really important to me because that's how I kind of that's how Milo was born, kind of.
I think, you know, David and Selena and our writers and producers have done such a great job of really honoring the themes and the things that made the original show so special, you know, of friendship and teamwork and always having each other's backs. I really think they've pulled that thread nicely into this continuation. But we have new magic and new special effects and new fun things to bring to the table too. So it's a really nice blend of honoring and paying respect to the original show, but also to bringing it to a new generation. And it's really special because it's a multi-generational cast with multi-generational fans.
When I found out I got the role, I knew he was a lot like Justin. And so I really started looking into David Henry's character and started pulling things from Justin that I wanted to use in Roman. And then started crafting this new character that audiences get to see.
You know, for me, me and Selena as well, our goal really was to make this show a big warm hug to the original fan, but at the same time, maybe an invitation to bring a young person along the ride with them and experience the magic together, whether it's one of their children or a niece or a nephew or someone they're babysitting. I've gotten to meet fans all over the world and their parents, and they've both told me, the fan and their parent have told me just how meaningful the show was to them and how it was an experience they both had together. And you know, it's been 17 years since we started the show, so a lot of the original fans are having their own kids or they have nieces and nephews. So I encourage them to have that same experience they had with their parents, but with a whole new generation, because we really do want to pass on the Russo love to a whole new generation, but at the same time, give that original fan a warm hug and let them know that they were thought of and heard while making this.
And I'm about to get married, and I grew up with the original show, and I'm like, are my kids gonna be a part of this too? It's about this journey. It's
That's
kind of
right.
crazy.
That's right. Congrats, by the way. Congrats.
Oh, thank you so much.
I feel very blessed to be in this position because I think, especially when I got the role, I was in a place of like really bad self-doubt. So just the timing of this was like crazy to me because it was like kind of like my prayers were like answered and everything. So I just felt so happy to know that, you know, I didn't have to feel that way. Mr. David makes the set so safe. Like the culture of the set is just amazing. So it's like a lovely place for us as kids to thrive at. So just the fact that, you know, I get to be a part of such a big thing with such lovely people, even with, you know, my castmates and the crew, it just genuinely feels like a big family, and I love it so much.
During the auditioning process, I did watch one episode of the original show, and I did notice that my character Winter is very, very similar to Harper. And so I kind of did base my auditions for Winter around Harper's situation being the best friend of Alex and Winter being the best friend of Billy. And so I think that really did help me with my auditions, and probably why I'm here today.
So is there something about this sequel that you feel like was challenging for your characters?
Ooh, what's funny, so in the beginning, I don't know, Giada doesn't know that she's married to a wizard, and she's an investigative reporter, so she wants to get to the bottom of every story. So I really loved the way that the writers sort of built up that reveal for the character. I think it was challenging but fun to sort of justify and pretend, okay, so I don't see that this is happening here, got it, so I don't know that this is happening there, okay. And then when that reveal happened, it was sort of like, you know, the floodgates were open, and so that was a lot of fun.
I think part of it, just for me, there was a ton of pressure from having, like, can we live up to the amazing legacy of Wizards of Waverly Place? But it also kind of went away because I also thought, like, it's also a privilege to have that, like, almost jumpstart and to not have to work for your show to be big as much as other shows do, because we already have a little bit of a fan base, you know, almost, yeah, a jumpstart to our franchise. So I think as much as it makes me a little nervous trying to live up to the standards of Max and Justin and Alex, it also kind of, I think it's a privilege to have that kind of jumpstart to our franchise.
Yeah, I think some challenges that I went through are mostly with the special effects and physical comedy. It's definitely a challenge, but it's so fun, and it usually all works out in the end. And then another thing that I found quite challenging was working on my character, and I think because I knew Winter was really similar to Harper, but I did have to work hard to make sure that Winter wasn't just Harper. I had to make sure that she was her own person and had her own special quirks that weren't, you know, exactly like Harper.
Yes.
For me, at the beginning, I felt so in tune with my character that I felt like I could do it forever. And then at one point there was an episode where my character just got a little darker, and then the next couple episodes I couldn't find the lightness of the character, and I kind of fell into like a darker, not as funny, not as likable character. And then more recently, I've been able to kind of get out of that and get back into the likable, fun Roman that he's supposed to be.
For my character, you know, there's a lot that's kept secret from my family, and my family doesn't know at all that I am a wizard. So this first season really is the rebirth of Justin Russo, because he's picking back up a part of himself that he had cut out completely because of a tragic scandal that happened in his past. And so this is a real rebirth for his character, and his family gets to know a side of him that he thought was gone forever. So there's a lot of challenges for my character, and I think a lot of really healthy and positive ones that people can relate to in their own life.
I think, like, also for me, I think the hardest thing was just trying to stop being so hard on myself, even cause just kind of putting such high expectations on myself for my character, when really where I would have got the best out of it, which is what I'm doing almost kind of now, is just kind of letting go. Instead of just trying to worry about being so perfect all the time, to just be myself and just relax, take a deep breath, and breathe and have fun.
I think she's unique in her own way, and I love that. But I couldn't help but notice that, I mean, Alex and Billy are wild yet really powerful. Justin loves discipline, and you know, Max in the past, he was just kind of going with the flow. But what would you say is a key factor for being a wizard?
Using your powers for good.
Yeah, I think a key part to being a wizard, or at least a good wizard, is being knowledgeable enough to know what to do in certain situations. Like in the original show, Jerry trains his kids and he trains them to know what to do in certain situations, and he trains them certain spells. He teaches them certain spells so they can know what to do, and Alex mostly gets in those situations where they have to know what to do, but the reason why Justin is such a good wizard is because he trains to know spells, and he ends up, mostly fixing it all.
I think you have to be like, you got to be aware of what's happening around you. You have to know what to do in certain situations, and then recognize when those situations are happening.
Key factor. It's interesting. It's funny that you say, of course, Justin is such a rule follower. Giada is obviously a parent and a responsible one, but every once in a while she can be a little wild too, and it's really funny. That dynamic is really funny when Justin's like, Giada, don't tell them that's okay, and I'm like, oh shoot, sorry.
Yeah.
So I feel like if she was a wizard, things would definitely go wrong, but I think she would have a lot of fun doing it, and I think she'd probably make you laugh.
All of those ingredients you just mentioned are key factors. Discipline, listening, self-control, those are all really important. And ultimately it's the classic lesson of, with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
So you need to be responsible with that which you've been given, and that's a fun part of the show.
So, as I said, I'm Mexican, kind of Texan, therefore the accent, and I say y'all a lot. But but I mean, I loved growing up with the show, and I couldn't help but notice that, the Russo family, because of Teresa, they have some Mexican in there, which we all love from Mexico. So we know Alex had her quinceañera, and then Teresa often used a mijo or a mija card. Could we expect some Mexican in their lives in this new sequel?
It's interesting because I married a Greek in the show, so my character marries well, no, hold on, that's wrong. Mimi, who's my wife, is Greek in real life, but
She's
on the
Italian.
show she's Italian.
Yeah.
So which is cool because our family in the original show, as you just pointed out, is part Mexican, part Italian. So we definitely got the Italian representation now, which we didn't really explore much in the original show, but we definitely need to explore the Mexican side in this show. And we'll keep that in mind too as we move forward, because it would be fun to go visit ancient wizardry sites in Mexico.
You could come to Monterey and film an episode.
We'll crash your wedding.
Oh, awesome. That sounds amazing.
That's a very good question. That's one for the writers, I would say.
I know.
The original family and the origin of the original family hasn't changed, so that's all the same. I play an Italian character. I'm an Italian gal from Staten Island, so there's definitely part of that as well. And of course, Russo is an Italian name, but that's a question for the writers. I'm not sure how they'll incorporate that into this storyline.
Maybe Taco Tuesdays. That could be a thing. Maybe Giada.
Yeah,
could be
that would be great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cool.
Well, my middle name is Giuseppe in the show. So, yeah. We probably, I don't know, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, there will be should be some traditions and throwbacks to the original show that original fans will really love.
If you could only have one power, like one spell to cast for the rest of your life as a wizard, what would that be?
Mind reading.
Unlimited lip gloss.
Oh, we love that.
I love to travel, so I would teleport so that I could go anywhere in the world, and by just snapping my fingers.
Milkshake.
Ugh, this guy makes shakes. He's so obsessed. He's so obsessed.
Shake.
Max has a pet peeve. We have to explain it every time you say that.
Okay.
Max has a pet peeve where he wants McDonald's to rename their milkshakes McShakes because they name everything Mick and then the things. But instead of milkshakes, he wants to be McShake.
McNugget, McNugget, McFlurry, Big Mac, McFries. They should do.
McFries is not even a thing.
Okay, McShake. And
Anyway,
McFries.
I would cast a teleportation spell to either give me a one-time teleportation or like a teleportation wherever I want, because teleportation is an underrated superpower.
It totally is.
My power would probably be to eat all of the food that I can and not get full.
Oh, that's awesome. I love all those powers. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Huge congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. I know the show is going to be amazing, and I know it's going to bring the nostalgia and everything back. So thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy every moment of this new show. I love it.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
sure
you
the
very
audience.
much. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I hope to see you soon on Disney Plus and Disney Channel.
Us too?
Thanks.
Thank you guys.
Hola, Mexico.
Hola, Mexico.
Hola, Mexico.
Oh, my name is Mimi.
I'm David.
I'm Janice.
I'm Taylor.
I'm LKO.
I'm Max.
And enjoy Wizards Beyond Waverly Place.
Don't miss it on Disney Plus and Disney Channel.
Make sure to check it out on October 30th on Disney Plus.
Adios. Dios te bendiga.
Adios.
Oh,
Adios.
so cool.
Boom! Mic drop.
Nailed it. You did amazing.